terrifying history of violence, dehumanization and death. A profound message from beings that have a concern for humanity. A mind-blowing picture quite literally out of this world. A recording session that gives evidence that spirit can and do cross into the afterlife. And a personal message from beyond the veil. The Griffin Inn had provided more than its fair share of evidence of the paranormal. And we have been given a lot to think about. So when you gather this evidence, what conclusion can be drawn? What element of this evidence can we validate? In this episode, we will attempt to answer those questions. Join us as we explore the final bit of evidence from the Griffin Inn.
A friend of mine picked up on an orgy down here. That went very, very wrong.
Audrey.
Or did I say orgy?
I could have said orgy. Probably did say orgy.
Is there an Audrey here? Is there anyone else? Is there anyone here who needs our help?
Can you tell us, is Audrey part of this problem that went on? Audrey.
Or did I say orgy?
Probably did say orgy.
Is there an Audrey here? Is there anyone else? Is there anyone here who needs our help?
Can you tell us, is Audrey part of this problem that went on?
Are we speaking with Audrey? The problem is with this as well, you don't get it until you actually listen to it back. That's the problem.
Because we haven't got the internet down here, so it's hard.
Can't do the comments, yes. It's the best one there, isn't it?
Down here is where we would need it, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you definitely need an estimate to that. What about the Vortex or Banshee? Do they use internet as well, do they? Just so interesting.
I'll tell you what I've got now, we'll have a look.
Did I just say sack? With Audrey. Don't get into you actually listen to it. That's the problem.
Because we haven't got the internet down here, so it's hard.
Can't do the comments, yes. Best one there, isn't it?
Down here is where we would need need you, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you definitely need less. Like the vortex or banshees, they using that as well, they. Just so interesting.
I'll tell you what I got now. Hold on.
We were up in the attic, and whatever it was showing me images, and I was up in the attic and I was drawn to a direction in the attic, and so when we were leaving here we looked out of the skylight and I could see a building, and then I was just outside having a cigarette, and the leader of Evervale Paranormal come and showed me the building I was looking at out of the skylight, and directly opposite that was stables with animals and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool confirmation. Like that's just what I was looking for. Otherwise, it would have bugged me. So it's pretty cool. Like.
On the side there was a massive plaque painted there of all the horses or strong carts when it used to be market town.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of livestock, animals and horses in the area. So yeah, so just confirming what you said.
Yeah. Cool. That's because I was up there. I was like, I couldn't even tell you if I couldn't tell you what direction I was facing in, but I was like being drawn in a certain direction, and I was trying to open the skylight so I could see something, but that's what you just want, a bit of confirmation. Yeah. What you're getting is something. So it's awesome.
He's like a straight Derek Acora.
Derek Acora's not
I can't go. That place is very. Yeah.
I know a little wander about because I see. No, she's outside, I think.
So some stuff you picked up so far on tonight?
Oh, in this place, or just the cellar, or the whole place?
Just down here first, is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this whole building is just drenched with blood, and when you come to this cellar, you're up to your waist in it. There's bare knuckle boxing, gypsy style prize fighting, dog fighting, an orgy that's gone bad basically. Young girls that are too young to be here, they were using them as practice bags, hitting them around, punching them, banging their heads off the walls. This place was a lot bigger. I got a feeling that it went back further. And what I saw was drapes all over the walls, red crushed velvet, trimmed with golden tassels or yellow tassels, a makeshift fighting ring, and basically lots of people, young boys, young girls, all getting beaten up and raped, and that's this place. And when I walk through it, all I'm getting is people clawing at my trouser legs, hands and faces, begging for help, and I'm just absorbing every single emotion that these people are feeling in here, which ranges from extreme anger and venom to abject fear and desperation, and there's just no compassion. There's no compassion, no care for each other or anything down here. And that's it. That's this place. You're lucky I'm down here again, because I wasn't going to come back to this place. Yeah. And if you wonder why Brynmawr is such a violent place, I believe that this is the hub of it. It spreads out like a spider's web, and that's why there's always so much trouble in this little village, town. I got the impression this is like early to mid-Victorian. Some of the clothes they were wearing, like the ones that were wearing clothes. I saw shirts with, you know, those cuff, what do they call those things? Like springs you put around, hold the sleeves up. Yeah, and waistcoats and just lots of naked bodies and yeah. like a scene from hell, basically. The only thing that was missing were the flames. I think perhaps I was related to some of the people. I think some of the people that were here were probably my ancestors, or related by blood. Yeah, back to blood again, you see, in some way. Some of them are victims, some of them involved, and that's what I'm, you know, when I wander through that. You just pan around, you've got the lights on at the back there, but that room that he's in at the back there, this is under out there. So that's all when people passed out or died in here, they were shuffled out through there into a vehicle, and that was it. They're gone. They were taken away, and nobody was none the wiser.
Pig farm, isn't it?
Like a pig farm, yeah. Yeah. In fact, pig farms are probably better.
Yeah, they got the boy in there and he's screaming.
Ask him if he wants to go over bed. Rich, ask him to go into the centre.
I'm trying to get him. I remind him of something for some reason.
Hello. Is he better in his bed?
No, he's like a young lad.
I don't remember these pillars.
So I just went, I'm sorry, he's going. That gentleman's coming through with a lady, but that lady feels like she feels she went younger. Like way before this gentleman. But she's to the side of him. So I don't know if we can take her. Right, but she died young like.
Got an name for him?
No, I can't. I got names coming at me from all angles there. I got people trying to say stuff to me and I'm trying to like.
Okay.
Yeah, I got these dark things as well, like wanting to communicate with me. Like dark, that guy's come down now, he's come down for a fucking nose.
So the fat one?
No, it's the tall thing, one up upstairs. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, some fucking weird shit going on in there. Honestly. Some really odd stuff about. It's a lady as well, with I don't know if it's Julie. It's a Julie name anyway. She's not part of this or.
Do you get a sense anything similar to what Sean got, Rich?
Yeah. The young boy, I'm trying. I just keep going and crying. He was crying, bringing him down there, and he was saying, I'm sorry, or I think he owed him something or something. Or he was like, I don't know if it sounds dark, like, but I think there was something wrong with the kid. Do you know what I mean? It was like he was a bit backwards or something of him. And he brought him down there and fucking, it's dark, like, wrong.
Beat him?
Oh yeah, he hurt him, like, he really did. But it's not just him. But there's so much going on, so I feel like, you know, like when we do, sometimes when we do events, and you just can't sit through it. Yeah. It's like that. So let's look at the evidence. Throughout the night we have been receiving messages from entities that have made their presence known throughout our live stream broadcasts. These entities have identified themselves as the Council of 12 and have been featured heavily on our channel. These are their messages in full. It's worth noting that when responses refer to you, they are addressing humanity as a whole. Divine, I see you. The people that are you. Our people know that. It's been a pain, so we shall offer you this today. Taken for you. Hear me, I am here, with you. So ask and find your way, as you are those that love. How we act to you, trusting they are through. We stay for you, you give us dignity. Bless you. Being you must stay the same, and their pursuing will burn up. When you say finally, enough is enough. Priests we are telling you. I pray to him, the source. Reptilians are spying. This time we are ready. Understand. Don't play the game, fight for love. Millions will open. It's right for some. But when the signal is ready, the whole world will wake up from playing the game again. This awakening is happening to people now, almost as a seed of light. Until then, they will seem weird. By now you see rich, they are listening, many of us. Finally, we thought they would stand up. How she sees them all now. You want us near. Do you guess who's near us? The Seekers. They know how I feel. The live streams, this is not enough. Or in error. They are waking up to the truth in love. It's nuts, you all have it. As never being truly free is terrible. As you deserve it. So see through the challenge, and in May know this, that what we have will free the end of war. The last years, he is here. The sound will sound from heaven to see all. It is you, 51sts, that are truly known far. We chant you no more. This knowing self works well all the time. Now with both these thinking and questioning starts the war. Those who give out good will receive it, you will see. They choose to simply predict the new design, though they did it with light in the response of their love of all things. You will admit that you will see more of your story in days, as you have also been thinking that they souvenired that beneath the hidden. It's a baffling professory, and this could bring the light. When detecting new ways to impress the teacher, do that instead of copy, and Anu will be out of here, and this may key him to understanding this light of ours. It may not help until the light collects the people that feel the emotion of Anu. Do you think it's better this way? This just opens up the fear of not knowing. This might have travelled into the light. The responses then continue to give us personal message to myself and several other members of our team. These responses address team members by name. Jared, Martin, Dale and myself had a personal message containing names of people that they knew. Jonathan, for example, who came through in part 1, is Jared's brother and Dale's father, who passed away in 1999. Steve is Jared's father and Dale's grandfather. So from this standpoint, these are excellent responses as they relate to people in the room. We also had other names, possibly associated with the history of the building. Not to mention a set of responses clearly depicting the crossing of several grounded spirits, proving at least to us that no soul is trapped forever or forgotten. As for the responses from the Council of 12, we will explore this in a future video. However, I wanted to highlight some points that we can say right now. There is no internet signal or Wi-Fi of any kind. Actually, in some areas of the building, it was hard enough to get a radio signal. So we know with some assurance that these responses are not actually the result of influence with the device using the internet. The beings knew full well that they were going to appear in the photograph. They also announced that the picture would be taken over the SB7 in the room at the time, offering the picture as a gift or possibly validation. They also confirm that May 2018 is possibly going to be a significant date, as we suggested in our documentary, UFOs and the Bible Code. Will this happen? Time will tell, but it provides an interesting opportunity for validation. As for the information about the history of the building, what myself and Sean picked up there was horrific, and the validation we had from the device was encouraging. But what we are looking for now is any further information about the history of the building. So if you know or can relate to anything in this investigation, then please do let us know. The spirits we sensed were real. Of this much we are certain, but it is always good to have more information to corroborate the stories. As for the spirits, I can assure you we always do our best to help them. The Griffin Inn was one of the most memorable investigations of 2017, and not one we are keen to revisit. The history of the building is definitely one steeped in darkness. What do you think? Was this evidence of the paranormal? Thank you for watching our investigation of the Griffin Inn. I am Richard from Paranormal Now, and we will see you soon for our all-new investigations.